and welcome to virtualsheetmusic.com. I'm your host, Robert Estrin, with a continuing series on how to approach the Bach Two-Part Inventions, monumental works that are accessible to students in a moderate level of achievement. This is so great because the music is wonderful, and yet you find concert artists revisiting these scores and bringing much to them because there's great depth in these short pieces. We're going to do the number 8, the F major invention, and the subject and the counter subject are so well delineated, as you're going to hear. The subject is simply this. Not much to it. Now what's the counter subject? So you can hear right away there's a complete difference in the sound. You want to accentuate that difference with the phrasing. Notice how I played the subject staccato and the counter subject legato. This really helps to delineate the counterpoint so you can hear all the parts clearly and they don't meld together. Quite the contrary. Think about this. The piano was really in its total infancy. Bach didn't really write for the piano. So the keyboard instruments of the time didn't have sensitivity to dynamics and such, so it was really necessary to phrase the parts differently so you could hear them distinctly from one another. So this is what it sounds like put together, following through with the staccato subject and the legato counter subject. You can go through the entire piece, and this way you can hear both lines clearly. There's never more than 2 lines going on at any point, and you can hear each one distinctly. Imagine if you played it and you played everything with the same phrasing. It loses something, doesn't it? Because it all melds together, and that's exactly what you don't want in Bach. You want to hear each individual part. So be sure to phrase, exaggerate your phrasing. Now, as you play further into the piece, you can indeed have dynamics. For example, right at the point it goes to next, you could come down to piano. You can give some architecture with dynamics, but use the phrasing in order to bring out the counterpoint, and you'll have a very satisfying performance that you can do whatever you want to with it. That's the beauty of these inventions. They're very open to interpretation in regards to dynamics and, yes, phrasing. As long as you delineate subject from counter subject, you're going to have a great performance of Bach. Thanks so much for joining me, Robert Estrin, here at virtualsheetmusic.com.